Good evening. I want to dedicate this Parsha, this Musar, in the merit of my aunt Marjorie, Bas Matilda, that she may have a speedy recovery. Um, this week's Parsha is Parashas Noach. It talks about Noah building the ark, and God's commandment of Noah building the ark, and how he must have two animals, two of every animal, and then a female. But it really goes into how if it's a pure animal, only pure animals are allowed to be on the boat. So what this means is that during this time, Noah's time, when it's commanded to build the ark, the people and the animals were evil. They were mysterious spirit. They were sleeping together in ways that wasn't pure. Species and the animals, the species were going against the other species and mating. And humans, it was same species, same sex mating together, which is forbidden by the Torah. You should not mix anything, and man should not sleep with man. And so this was happening in this time, during Noah's time. And Noah's family were trying to be good Jews, but they weren't trying to raise up the people around them. So God almost ready to kill Noah and family also, and start over fresh. But he had no other chance because Noah was a righteous person. And we learned that we're supposed to follow in the footsteps of the Tzaddikim. We're supposed to hang on to every word of the Torah. The word they say in Torah. We're supposed to read about them, learn about them, follow what the life talked about, trying to live our life the way they live their life. And because it's in their merit that we live like them, because they are tzaddiks, they are righteous people, and they are living a true life, and how we should want to live ourselves. So we try every day. We try to emulate the tzaddikim in our generations and generations past. We try in Shabbat. We welcome guests to our house, and Sukkot, and guests to our sukkah. It's similar to that of Abraham when he welcomed guests to his house. The three angels who gave him and his wife the blessing of having a kid. So we try and emulate Tzaddikim whenever we can. One I try to emulate myself is Moshe Rabbeinu. In many ways, I feel that I have something that me and him have in common. And so when I think of a tzaddik, one I look to is Moshe Rabbeinu. Another one I look to is Rabbi Nachman of Breslov, who has a saying of it's a mitzvah to be happy all the time. So it's a mitzvah happy all the time, which means that you should always be happy. You should always walk around being happy and trying to find goodness in everything. So everything you find you can do is good in it. And you want to find this goodness in what's going on around you. And it says here in the beginning of the Parashas Noach, these are the offspring of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, perfect in his generations. Noah walked with God. So it goes to start off saying that these are offspring of Noah's sons. But instead of listing his offspring, they go into blessing, praising Noah. And it says, because commentary Rashi, this is Rashi's commentary on the Chumash, pocket-sized edition, get it, art school, that when you mention a tzaddik's name, you give him bliss, you praise him. It says, Rashi there comments that the verse means, if he mentions a righteous person, blesses him. There's a verse which opens with referring to the offspring of Noah, goes on to bless him, speak of his praise, before mentioning his children. By mentioning a tzaddik's name, you praise him. Just that's simple. Just by one saying his name, he's praised. You've done it. So you want to try and praise and say the tzaddik's name as much as you can, because that way it gives them praise and it helps them in giving merits and building merits in their lives. We always trying to be like the tzaddikim. It also goes on to tell us that we start eating meat, and it goes into that in chapter 9 of Parashas Noach. Says, every moving thing that lives shall be yours for food. Like herb or greenery, I've given you everything. So it's saying that we can eat the animals. Before this time, when Adam was in the gardens, he was not allowed to eat meat. He was only allowed to eat the greenery, shrubs. But now, after they come out of the ark, they're allowed to eat meat again. They're allowed to eat meat, starting meat. Also, and that's in chapter 9, verse 3. Before that, in chapter 9, verse 1, it says, God blessed Noah and his sons, and he said to them, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the land. So it's a mitzvah to produce, a mitzvah to produce offering. And it says in the Gemara that if someone is married to a woman who can't produce offspring, then he's allowed to divorce her. He's allowed to right then and there say, she can't have kids. It's a mitzvah to procreate, to provide offspring, and I can't. So I can't stay with her. I didn't divorce her. It says it right there in the Gemara. You're allowed to divorce her. And it's mentioned twice in here. I'm trying to find it real fast. Again, 9:7, and you be fruitful and multiply, teem on the earth and multiply it. Okay, so it's saying here, and you be fruitful and multiply. It's commented by Rashi. According to its simple meaning, the first time be fruitful and multiply was said to Noah. It was for a blessing. And here, the first time is in 9:1, and here in 9:7, and here it was said as a commandment. So before the blessing Noah be fruitful, that he would be fruitful and multiply. His offspring will be fruitful and then multiply. Here's a commandment to us that we should be fruitful and multiply and have many offsprings in our lives. It's repeated with the verses that deal with the punishment for murder, to compare one who is not engaged in reproduction to one who sheds blood. So before this, we commanded not to kill fellow man or animal. We're not allowed to kill them, even though we're allowed to eat animal. We're not allowed to kill them. You can also not take from a live animal, it's for them, and eat it. The animal must be killed in order for us to eat of it. We cannot eat its flesh, its soul from its flesh. So it means we cannot tear a limb from an animal, eat its shape. And the reason why it's put together, because the mitzvah to procreate is so strong, so severe, that one doesn't do it, it's like he's not given anything on earth. So a blessing to all of you is that those of you who are married, who have many kids, those of you who are single will get married and have many kids, and you'll all have kids that will follow in footsteps of being great people, great scholars, great Torah, and people who want to have a Torah observant life. Maybe always barely merit to have the Mashiach come in our lifetime, and the third temple we built. Please state the Hillam for my aunt Marjorie Matilda, as she will recover. Thank you. Good Shabbos.